welcome to Happy Life Results Book Group.
Hey everybody.
Nice to see you today. We're going to be continuing a little bit of what we talked about yesterday with playing to win, but we're going to talk about the energy more. You know how I got excited about talking about access to energy. And there's a part I want to read that's really good. It just talks about the advantageous trade-off for the energy expenditure. So if you can see that, the advantageous trade-off, like how much energy it's going to take, if you see that it's worth it kind of idea, you know, it's like I see the benefits, then you won't block your survival your survival instincts won't block you from expending the energy. So this is where we want to have a crystal clear picture of up, and that's why we did the 22 contexts, because we wanted you to see in a lot of areas what bringing up does to this situation.
And that's why in the overview, the preview, we talked through the critical few and the 80-20 principle. If you're able to see how this is learning and improving in this ability to achieve peak experience in all conditions, if you can see how that is a critical few to give you high leverage outcomes, then you're more likely to be able to keep the energy going to
fuel your transformation.
To fuel your transformation, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, so then this is in line with traditional system approaches, so that will probably make sense more later on. If you have any questions about it, post. I would love to talk more about that, but it took me a while to figure it out, so yeah. All right, so if you perceive up as a real enough possibility with desirable enough reasons, I keep wanting to read. I know you have the text. It's so good. Okay, if the hero can get a sense of progress soon enough. So it's kind of the idea where if it's likely that you will, if you don't see progress, you might quit. If that's a possibility for you, then you want to see the progress and to actually spending extra time at the beginning looking to see what the end result's going to be and what the steps are going to be, and see that it's worth it, that if it even gives you half of what we've promised, or not promised, but half of what we've given you examples of what's possible and what we're living, like even half of that, would it be worth it? Even a quarter of that. And I remember someone asking me where I was at in my up mastery, and they said, if you went back down to zero and could actually see what it would be like for you, your life, where you would be today, how much would you pay? How much work and effort and how much of your life would you put on hold even to learn the skill that you now have? Like if you could go back to that, the pre-transformation Stacy, and show her in living color the post-transformation Stacy, and say, what would this be worth to you? And I actually, there's nothing that would be, like no dollar amount, because my life is different on every single level. And like, even if I would have had to spend a year living on the streets and studying for 8 hours a day and 10 hours a day, like, would that be worth it? And it would. I actually couldn't think of something that I could do that would make it not worth it. It's incredible. It changes absolutely everything. So yeah.
Nice.
Really exciting.
And that Stacy's concept of letting go of your limits applies here. That's why the overview before we got to this stage of translating, because letting go of your limits to see that a transformation in you is possible. Not a transformation in Stacy is possible, a transformation in you is possible. Yes. And when you translate it, what do you look like on the other side of that transformation? And what are the things that matter to you that you would transform? That's where the translation comes in. And if you see Superman flying and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool for Superman, what does that look like for you? Because if you don't think it's possible, nobody's practicing flying like Superman because they don't think it's possible. Yeah,
how much time a day do you spend practicing flying? Like I got this.
So Stacy is our example of what's possible, that someone can go through this incredible transformation, and then your example is what you want to be on the other side, but knowing this process will get you there.
Yeah.
That's what Stacy gives us, is hope that it's possible.
Start with the win in mind. Yeah. Get a crystal clear picture of what you think is possible, and then that will fuel you at the beginning when you're still learning.
Yes, and then eventually, as you improve your skills of maintaining the optimal peak experience then you don't need any
Yeah.
help to
Yeah.
fuel it. It's gonna just be there. It's just this wellspring of energy and focus that you can just rest and enjoy.
Yeah. It's effortless when you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's when you're not doing it that it's hard. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, guys.
See you. A catchphrase.
No, they're too corny. Sorry.
Too corny. We gave up. The
Our
catchphrases.
ratings went down.
Oh, did No catchphrase. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.